Because there was a story in the paper a couple days ago Steve Simmons had about this kid Hosang.
Joshua Hosang.
And this kid is really off the charts, full of himself. I'm the best, I'm number one. It sounds a lot, it's almost like Alexander Ovechkin. This kid is really he's full of himself, right? But in and of itself, and if you compare that to Aaron Ekblad, he's described as a very mature kid. It sounds like one kid is incredibly immature, who very well may be the best, believes he's the best, and then we've got another kid who's just not really about self-aggrandizing. He's just,
but you see, with Hosang, he has talent outside the ice. I mean, he's a piano player. I'm not overdoing this, but
sure.
he has confidence in himself, stepping away from the rink and making a living. And so he doesn't take hockey nearly as seriously, and you almost think he's pulling your chain. If I was Vancouver, I'd take a chance on him. If they could get Hosang at 24, well, they might get him at 44 too. But I mean, he's an intriguing property to me. I don't think a kid who plays hockey as well as he does can be that much of a blowhard.
Yeah, plus he's only 18, right?
Yeah.
That's where we're talking about the maturity of Aaron Ekblad, who's everyone's all
he's
they
like
talk
30.
about
He
him.
acts like he's 30, you're right.
But I'm saying if this kid is really as good as he thinks he is, how could he possibly fall that far down? I mean, either he has an opinion of himself that is really overrated, but
kind of reminds me of Akeem Alou, who was highly thought of.
Good comparison.
You know, but there were a lot of issues about maturity, about selfishness, about off ice, and I think that comparison is similar to what Joshua. Now, Joshua Hosang has more top end skill than Akeem Alou did or ever had, but again, I think they're similar into off ice. I think Bob McKenzie on TSN said it best when a scout told him, "Is Joshua Hosang, does he want to be a hockey player or does he want to be an artist? You know, does he want to be all about him, an entertainer, on the ice and off the ice, or does he want to be a hockey player?" And the scouts have questions about that. So
yes, and those questions are why he may end up going in the third round. I still think not a first round gamble, but he's a good bottom of the second, top of the third round gamble. Say, to hell with it, we'll take our chances with him.
Yeah, skill.
So you don't believe that somebody will take the flyer in the first round saying,
maybe.
I just have to believe something is either the scouts are afraid to really step forward and saying he's the guy. Yeah, he's got all these extra things about him. He's got a little bit of a baggage, but he's the guy. But again, we saw last night the Toronto Raptors pick a kid out of nowhere. This kid's from Brazil. Nobody even had him on their radar, but they had the balls, either incredibly to be intelligent or incredibly stupid. They had the balls to pick this kid. So it was thing like, what? Who is this kid? Now we're talking about a kid who everybody has seen. This kid that played in Brazil, no one had really seen him. I don't know how much. They obviously had their report on him, and they knew enough to know that they wanted to grab him then.
Yeah, and they weren't going to get him with their second pick. That's the danger you have.
Yeah, but I'm saying here's this kid here. You know what he's got. You know he's got talent. You know he's a little outside of the box in terms of his personality. But the bottom line, does he have the talent to be a first-round selection?
Oh, Hosang, there's no question he has.
So
the decision you have to make is, are you willing to gamble on getting him at second or two or three? When I say two or three, second round or third round. Hosang is, I think that they say he's the third, if not second most highly skilled player in the draft. That's a pretty big position.
Yeah, you can't teach skill, really.
No.
You know, if you either have it or you don't, and this kid has it.